What's good? Ting ting ting. Yeah, you too, baby. It's your boys from Molly World. It's your boy, the Molly one. You already know that. It's your boy,
the Miracle.
You should already know that by now. And guys, if you follow us, you know what we're here to talk about.
Yes, sir.
If you read that title, you know what here we talk about.
Yes, sir.
Sword art progressive movie, baby. Baby. You guys know, Sword Art fan here. I love me some Sword Art. That last season of Sword Art was arguably the greatest season that we ever got. The art, the animation, the storyline, the fight scenes, Kirito coming back from the dead with Ujiro's swords, and oh my god, listen, Sword Art World of the Underworld was so freaking perfect. So many people hate on Sword Art. Yo, get on the boat, sink the boat, tie your foot to the motor, and go down with the boat. That's how I feel about people that hate on Sword Art. I'm just being honest. That's how I feel about people that hate on Sword Art. I love Sword Art, and yes, it's not the greatest, it's not the best, it's not the well written, it's not the best with characterization, but I don't care, bro. It's fire, and it's not hype. It is fire, bro. For those that just don't care, man, I just don't care either. You heard what I said. Tie yourself to the boat. Let it go down with it. Listen, guys, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Guys, Sword Art is fire, bro. Alright, guys, so Sword Art Progressive. For guys that don't know and gals that don't know, Sword Art Progressive is going to be talking about when Kirito and Asuna was in Sword Art when it first started. They're going to be trapped. Like, it's like the first couple months of them being trapped inside of the game with the VR. That's basically what it's going to be talking about, if I am correct. There was a manga based on it. I read a couple chapters, maybe like 13, 14 chapters. I stopped at the Elf arc, I believe. And right when they got to the Laughing Coffin again. With all that being said, it's very fire. And now we get to see a better dive into storyline of what really happened. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Like what really happened behind the story. Because don't forget, in season 1, half of part 1, it actually was cut in half when they jumped straight to the Game Master on that floor where they fought the bone skeleton guy. Monster, you know, it was cut in half because they ran into him right there and he beat him with his dual sword style, which he hid from everybody. So it's really good that we can kind of see all the bits and pieces that we didn't get to see with the original 2 seasons, because season 1 part 1 was my favorite. Like, besides Alicization and Underworld, season 1 could have been dived in so much more. When they went to season 2 with the elves and stuff, I was like, because they went into magic. I really didn't care for it, but it was good because it's Sword Art. Gun Gale. But season 1 part 1 for me was the best. Like, it was just so far. It's everything that I would want if Sword Art was a real game. That's what I would want. That's how I would want my characters. You guys, your heavy characters, your armor characters, your sword characters, dual sword characters, arrow characters. Like, it's have so much, but it's still so many things that you can't dive. They didn't dive into. Yeah. In this storyline, when they fight these characters and they fight the creatures that's inside this world and the people, they change too. Like, they don't do exactly what happened in the game, because on the Elf arc, no spoilers, when they went back to it, the characters was kind of changing. Like, the storyline was changing a little bit. So that's something that's good that hopefully they get to dive into and they get to explain, because man, there's so much lore about Sword Art that we didn't get. You know what I mean? But guys, I don't want to ramble on because I love Sword Art. But with that being said, let's get straight into this trailer, because I already know it's going to be straight fire. And for all you guys that's hating, you can click the video and go jump off a cliff. But you guys that want to watch it, let's watch this video, baby. Let's get straight into it. That's right. It's a game, baby. I thought... Like, just imagine what happened, bro. Yes, sir. So hyped for this, bro. Yo, like, they give me goosebumps watching, because think about it. What would you do if you trapped in that world, bro? What can you do if you're trapped in that world? Like, you love playing video games, but you never thought that you get trapped into your favorite video game.
Yeah.
And think about it. You're in this video
You
game.
be like scared. I just scared. You like it depends. Like it depends on the person. You know, the person.
Of course.
Someone might be happy.
At the laughing, coughing people.
Yeah. Some people be scared. Cause
I'll
it's like,
be scared.
I want to go back to reality.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stuck in no game. Because if I die in this game, I'm dead in real life.
Done deal.
So-
Hang it up. You're dead, bruh. Like, everybody say they want this type of, but really think about it. If it's not your choice,
Yeah.
not on your own will,
Yeah,
your own
if it's your
choosing.
choice, then you would like it. But if
That's
it's
different.
not, if it's against your will,
Like, bro, you gotta survive in a world that's supposed to be fake.
yeah,
And you find out if you die,
you dead.
you
for
die in
real.
real life. You find out that if you get cut, it affects you. Like
Yeah,
the mindset that you have to be in is insane, and that's why seeing that Kirito, how when he got out, he was actually not, I won't say he wasn't messed up, but he wasn't not messed up. You know what I mean? But it did weigh on him. It did weigh on Asuna. It did weigh on all those people that was
Yeah.
trapped in SAO. It weighed on them big time. So being trapped in the game for months and months and months, not eating, not knowing what's real, not being able to walk, trying to protect your life, trying to do everything in your power to stay alive, trying to make up teams, and then you make teams and your friends are dying left and right and they're getting murdered, like, and you know that you could be next. Like, I can't even think to even know how that feels, because I'll be lying, bro. It's scary. It's a real scary thing, and even if you're in a world that you're great at,
Yeah,
but when you're
still
in that
scary.
world, it's completely different.
completely
Because you might be good on the PC and on the
Exactly,
control, but you get
exactly.
stuck in that world. Who's to say you actually be good?
your real life now. Your real life skill is involved.
Exactly. Now think about it this way: you love playing 2K. You play 2K all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Now you get stuck in the 2K game. You might not be good.
Yeah.
No matter how much VC you get.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Because you got to get
Just
the
like
VC
just like these
now
people that's good at Call of Duty.
and get stuck. You can't go out there and shoot no
stuck in Call
guns.
of Duty. Like, dang, Brian, ain't no remote no more. I'm actually doing this.
You actually doing
You're
it.
Dead now.
You dead
homie.
now. You just a nerd sitting behind the desk with glass. You know, like I'm just saying, bro. It's the truth. But man, and it even affects Kirito. Remember, he came back to the real world. Remember, he was actually a better swordsman. Remember, he
Yeah.
was using with the Kimbo sticks. He was actually using his style. And it was like his sister was like, "Yo, what are you doing? Why are you fighting like that?" Like that's the style he learned because he was so used mentally and
Yeah.
being there. He was so used to fighting like the black swordsman. But guys, gals. I get it, like gun gal,
Yeah.
gals. It's all, bro. I can't wait for a Sword Art. I can't wait because it's gonna give us like the behind the scenes of that amazing Sword Art. Once again, guys, I don't care if you don't like it. Sword Art is fire. Like, stop hating on it. Start participating. All right, stop hating on it and start participating, because if you stop listening to the masses and actually watch something and actually watch it for your own,
Yeah, you might.
you might
never know if
actually
like it or not.
actually like it.
Yeah.
So many people say, "Oh, Sword Art is overrated because Kirito this, Kirito that." Yes, it is true. What they're saying is true. They're not lying. What they're saying about Kirito and his character progression is true.
Definitely.
But who cares? Who cares? He that boy. Like Kirito ain't gonna lose. My boy take no L's.
But it felt like that with Goku though, so I will understand why some people.
And I can understand that exactly. That's why I said I'm the first to admit that Kirito don't have no characterization. I'm the first to admit it. I understand. You know? But remember this, he might always take the dub, but he never take the dub without his friends. Someone's always sacrificing something
Yeah.
for him. So that matters in his storyline, you know? And that's important, unlike other characters that always win no matter what, you know what I mean? But anyway, guys, if you guys like Sword Art, you should be watching this video. If you guys like Sword Art, you should be liking this video.
Yeah.
You should be commenting below in this video. You should be subscribing to the channel because first of all, you should already be subscribed to the
Why
channel.
you not subscribed yet?
Well,
Why
you
not
should be
subscribed
hitting
yet?
that bell up top because why? You should get our notifications quickly as soon as we drop a video so we can
Yes, sir.
talk, chat it out. But guys, once again, until next time, I bid you a good night, good morning, good evening, or wherever you may be. Until next time.
Hey!